Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. All right. Jump over here to our scanner. Make sure all of these windows are correct. Let's see. Trading. That was good. Okay. All right. So let's see what's on the scans today. So we got SMX, GRO, and XAGE. Throw those up there. Okay. So SMX, GRO, XAGE, and CYCC. Go through and look at these, what they got going on over here. Okay, this is CYCC on the 1 minute. Let's go to the, I guess we could just look at the 1 minute. XAGE, GRO, and XMX or SMX. So these are what their 1 minutes look like. Let's go over to these daily charts. SMX daily chart. Looking like it was at 168 and now it's up to 3 something, but didn't break all the way out of this 444. Could go up there and test it though. It's up 112%. Let's look at GRO daily chart. This one was at 145. It's at 234 right now. Okay, only up 60%. X gauge up 101%. Definitely making its way onto the March. It was at 265 yesterday and now is up to 533. So I think we're going to focus on CCY. Let's go see where these are from. These top ones, 100% movers. SMX. SMX security matters. So this one is profile. It's like it is from Ireland, Dublin, Ireland. Brand protection, authentication, and track and trace technology for anti-counterfeit market. Out of Dublin, Ireland. All right, so let's go to the other one. So this is the most obvious one, is SMX. So we'll see what we can do with this one first. SMX and then XAEG. Let's just see what this one is from. XAGE, Longevity Health Holdings. Longevity Health Holdings, a bioaesthetics company focused on developing and manufacturing cosmetic and skincare. Okay, that's why it doesn't have as much attention. Over here on our scans, we can see the RVOL is on SMX, so we'll look at this one first, and then we'll circle back around to all these other ones. So let's start with SMX. ATR from yesterday was 54 cents. It is 74 cents or 77 cents today, up 111%. So looking at this, it's already done. It's already come down here to this $3 level, 356. About to get an open here in just a second. Grow does not have any catalyst on today for SMX. Let's go over to grow. Grow, not that. It's the second one up 14. It's about to pass SMX though. Grow is. Grow, let's look what it is. GRO. It is a potash corp. Let's see, it engages in the exploration of potash in Brazil. Don't know about that. All right, we got SMX. Let's follow SMX first and see if it dives down or what. Can it get over 360s here? Diving down there, let's see if it can hold 350s. Looking for it to come back up with a little pop here. 96, okay, that's diving for sure. All right, next is grow. 244. Can it get up back to these highs of 250s? Have to kind of wait for a little bit more of a dip. We just hit 6 o'clock. Gonna have to see what that one can do. XAge looking like it wants to get up, but again, no dip. Ooh, big dip there. Not the one that I want though. Okay, let's transition. All right, grow. Coming into some type of dip there. XAge. CYCC. Only a 57%, so we're going to stick to these ones that are sucking up most of the volume. See XMX coming down here to the $3 level, but no catalyst there. What is there? Let's see. Announces effective reverse split. They got reverse split news on this one. Let's see. 333. June 12th. June 16th. Tomorrow they're supposed to be doing a reverse split on XMX. Okay. But this is a dip down to 3. So we'll see if this one can get antsy, but it's looking like it's kind of fading here. Around that $3 level. Only up 76%. Grow, not doing much. CYCC, not doing much. Some reverse split news, though. Can it get back over the 350s will be the question. 77%, and then grow right behind it. All right. Another one just popped up, SXTP, SXTP. XSTB up here. So let's go look at what that is. It has some type of news on today. Degrees human, market size, annual max, cumulative patent. So they got a patent. New drug application intended for 2026. Subject to generation of positive data. So 2026. This one isn't doing anything until 2026. All right. Does not have that volume either. Still waiting to see who's going to be that standoutish one. It's not the most obvious, so it's only got 1 million shares traded. We'll see though. 2026, it is out of, let's go look. Out of new therapies for prevention for infectious diseases and things like that. Okay. That one may need some time. All right, SMX. What you got going? Is anybody going to pass you? You're down here under 3 right now. Can you get back over it? It already broke a lower low. Could give it a stab just to see where it goes from here. Can it get back over 3 and all that? But the 15-minute is just not looking right over here. I'm looking at the 5 and the 15 on my other screen, and it's kind of looking kind of devious going towards the downside. GRO. Not a whole lot of motion there, but it is number 2 on the movement list with catalyst from today. A conference that's supposed to be happening. It's not super interesting. All right, XTP. I mean, you know, a little dip there. Up 70%. All right, so we see this one down there at $3. All right, GRO. I wonder, can you play ball today? Point of control at 237s. Get down here at 230. Be a little 30-cent fall if it were to come down. Let's go back over to SXTP, see what it's doing down here. 2 million shares, had a high up there of 455. To patent, and it keeps getting shoved down there. Need some more volume to catch up. All right, XSage starting to wake up here. More wicks towards the top, up 90-something%. Kind of looks like it can do something, but not too sure about it. It had news on yesterday. Longevity Health, it had some merger news yesterday afternoon on XAGE. Grow coming on down. Stage. Okay. Grow coming down into some type of dip here. Has a bottom of the 205s. Wonder, can it hold over that 205? And SMX coiling up under this $3. I may SMX isn't getting that volume though. Yeah, it's got some work to do. All right, so we got a little stopping point here, 230s on Grow, and it's headed back towards that $2 as well. Floats for these, no, we didn't look through these. So 2.9 million in the float on SMX. Grow with 17 million. The other one's around 1 million. So Grow has the highest float out here. XSTP continues to show that it wants to get up over 4. Has how many shares? Volume of 3.81. Okay, we got this one slipping back up. Let's see, $3. Had a bottom here of 286. 15-minute and all of that still looking questionable over here. 5-minute, 15-minute, definitely some downwards moves. Still up 77%. X gauge hitting a wall again. 10 million shares. So pretty much Grow and SMX are the two that I'm seeing right now. But Grow has a little bit higher flow, so I don't know if it's explosive material. And then SMX right here at the $3, kind of getting that struggle of. X gauge coming down to the 5s again. SMPX holding up here towards these highs. $4 million shares, so it's past CYCC. It's past CYCC and kind of looks like it wants to go up. Let me look at the back of that daily chart. $4, yeah, 438 is that top. Okay. Then it has a bottom down here, 350s. That volume is got me on the fence on that one. SMX, come on, man. What we got here? Going through the rotation. This one's bottled up a couple times on S gauge. This one kind of looks like it can do something over 100%. 21 cents from the 5 too. Kind of low risk. All right. And it had a merger agreement last night. Merger agreement transaction. I just don't know how many people are going to be in on that merger. All right, Grow, you're right at $2 now. What's going on with you? SMX almost back up to 3, but no catalyst. Kind of in a no man's land right now. We got 5 stocks and waiting for them to do something a little bit better than what they're currently showing us. Good morning, good morning. You said SMX did you dirty. Oh, yeah, definitely did a little dip down there. All right, GRO coming back up above 2, but again, this one is a higher float. It has a float of 17 million, up 55%, and it can probably easily go on down. This one continues to try to hold up this $5 level. It has a float of under 1 million, so it can definitely give us maybe a little bit of a pop. We can probably use this 489 as a bottom that's been clearly put out here, so I may give this one a try. But that merger is the thing that's killing me. It's probably killing everybody else too. This one has a bottom down here of 350. 5 million shares traded, trying to get on the board. All right, so SXTP giving a little bit of a dip down. Had a bottom down here, 340s. All right, so we're gonna see if this one can hold 4. Kind of interested to see if it can do that. I think I'm gonna use 350 as an out. Reverse stock split is tomorrow though. For it. See how it drops back to this 350 here. Okay, so right in this little range down here, 370s. I like this little dip. 6 million shares traded. Point of control right there at the 393s. Okay, yeah, I like this little dip here. 6 million shares traded on it. Nothing to see here. Says it's going lower. You think? Let's see. The daily chart definitely let's see, the top side of this was around the 4. So it kind of stopped right around that level. The $4 and it's coming down. Had this previous top and tail at 389. Only 6 million something shares traded. SMX continuing to go down. GRO, higher float. X gauge is the merger. So SXTP still looking down a little bit. And CYCC not doing too much at all. All right. 350s. Nothing to see here. Said it's going down. It's going down for real. GRO up here, but wow, XA's, that merger agreement definitely taking some souls down towards the bottom. SXTP reached this previous level around this 327. We'll see what happens after this candle closes here. Couple seconds. So reaching down to that $3 level down there. Quite a bit of a reach. Has that. Let's see where you open up, big boy. 7 million shares traded on it. Going down to under 50. Let's go and scroll through. SMX still doing nothing. X gauge, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's going to need quite a bit more volume to keep itself alive here. Okay. It is what it is. I see DBX is in here just peeking in. Yeah, this one this morning is definitely not showing us like the super hot catalyst or anything, but the things that are moving are doing a whole lot to the downside. Oh, 245. Doing a whole lot of walking down. And a few catalysts that we have for pre-market just aren't really alive. SMX, what are you trying to do down here? You came down here under 3, had quite a bit of a dip down. I think Cable said that SMX did him dirty. Let me see. Yeah. All right, XTP coming on down here to this 312 level. But it's up 40%. It definitely is not the most obvious. Losing its little soul going towards the downside. Maybe we'll get something else that pops up here. Okay, we're getting a little bit of a different pattern here on SXTP. But it would need to get all the way. It's giving back $2 and something off the top. Definitely got some, and it's continue to break down too. Yeah, kind of looks a little nasty. CYCC, what is this one? No catalyst on that one. Okay. SXTP just fading. GRO with that higher float is down here at $2 and something, but it's barely moving. We can look at the candlesticks. I mean, this thing's moving from what, 223, whatever, but the catalyst on this one, this is a Brazil stock. It has a conference scheduled for July 21st, so probably isn't the hottest thing. SMX continuing to walk down the chart. Merger agreement for XAge not going so well. Price is going down. And this one just continues to fade off here. It has made quite a bit of a dip down here. It has a reverse split tomorrow, but now it's looking like it's trying to go under 20%, which is definitely going to take it off some people's hot watch list. Yeah, continue to pack it down here. Okay. Now everything is under 100%. CYCC is moving up slowly, only up 50%, but no volume coming in there. And then SXTP down here, I mean, just to the bottom of the bottom, to the bottom of the bottom. Not even looking interesting anymore. Anyway, let's scroll around because everything's looking kind of wishy-washy. Over here, let's go and see what's on the front page. Got JP Morgan gets a surprise deal making boost. All right. JP Morgan beat earnings expectations as a boost in deal making demonstrated how Wall Street recovered from tariff turmoil. Nvidia to restart China AI chip sales after U.S. reversal. Google strikes a $3 billion biggest ever hydropower deal. Amazon-backed Anthropic launches financial services platform. BNY profit rises its interest Income, fee, revenue, shine. All right. BlackRock assets surge above 12 trillion amid Q2. Apple to invest 5 million in rare earths mine. Operator MP Materials. What's MP Materials? MP Material. 500 million into this one. MP Material is at 48 bucks. It's up 7% right now. Apple's investing 500 million into that one. Go look at it on the charts. MP Material. Oh, well, it was at 48. My bad. It is at 50 something now. So it was at 48. Got moving up here on that Apple investment. Okay, let's look at what else we got. Inflation data will finally show how tariffs are hitting prices. JP Morgan, TechCrunch, Allstage, launches Boston today. Okay, let's go over here. Today is the 15th. We have a speech by Vice Chair for Supervisor Bowman, welcoming remarks at Federal Reserve, and that's a pre-recorded, so I don't know how much weight that's gonna hold. We saw that on Monday. And then speech by Barr, expanding financial inclusion at the Federal Reserve Board's second annual Financial Inclusion Conference in Washington, D.C. And then that's for tomorrow. So we'll see. This is for industrial production and capacity utilization. Speech by Michael Barr, S. Barr, financial regulation, a conversion or a conversation with Governor Barr, Washington, D.C. on the 16th. So we have 2 days of speakers, Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, Thursday is what we were seeing. We saw the artificial intelligence and innovation coming out there. The view of the housing market and the U.S. economic outlook, and then Governor Waller economic outlook. Okay. So yeah, definitely seeing these kind of fade on us. Looks like the focus may be on some of these bigger headlines on the front end of the market with MP and all of these other ones. SMX didn't even have a catalyst. Grow. It's just, I don't know. Nobody's touching it. XAGE. SXTP is down, so I'm thinking the market is focused on more of these front page movers, front page attention grabbers, especially Apple investing that 500 million in this MP materials there. Okay. DB, nothing to see here. Y'all jumping on that MP ship with that Apple investment. Y'all going to attack that. Y'all staying away. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I'm not liking XAGE. That merger agreement just doesn't rock with me. And then SMX, if it does go up, it has no catalyst, so I mean, really doesn't have much reason. CYCC doesn't have any catalyst either, so if it goes up, oh well. Grow, I'm just not too interested in that one. Yeah. A lot of these I'm just not, we'll just have to see something new pop up, because, yeah, just not looking great there. MP Materials hit a high of 55.39. Let's go look at the daily chart on MP Materials. MP Materials definitely gapped up here. 31. Wow. 31 up to 45. And then from 48 up to 55 up here. And then it pulled back down to like 52-ish level. Go look at look through their news real quick. MP Materials announces transformational public-private partnership with the Department of Defense. That was on July 10th. MP Materials to participate in upcoming conferences. Made in MP Materials collaborate to establish a full value chain for rare earth magnets. Okay, so rare earth. Go look at what this. Okay, so let's see, profile. Amounts are as of December, blah, blah, blah. MP Materials Corp, together with its subsidiaries, produces rare earth metals in the Western Hemisphere. The company operates in two segments, materials and magnets. The materials segment owns and operates the Mountain Pass rare earth mine and processing facility located near Mountain Pass, San Bernardino County, California. The magnet segment produces magnet precursor products. The company was founded in 2017 and is headquartered in Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay. 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 So what are the bulls saying? It says MP Materials Corp is poised for growth, with guidance indicating a doubling of sales in the second quarter following a period of flat growth. We just got another one popped up, BCTX and Bria Cell Therapeutics. I think we've seen that one before at some point. BCTX. BCTX. What you got going on over here, big boy? Up 29%. And your news is... Your news is a round trip because you are looking like you're going down right now. British Columbia, Bria Cell, clinical stage biotech company developing novel immunotherapies. Okay, blood specialists. All right, cancer. Got some cancer stuff coming through. Bria Cell recently announced positive phase 2 survival data in similar MBC patient population treated. All right. Okay. Let's see. What specifically? Okay, so metastatic breast cancer. Metastatic breast cancer. Interesting. Oh, it's at $2 right now. I mean, $2 is pretty close to the bottom. Let's go see what this thing can do. Came down here to 243. Moving on up there. Oh boy, but it's only got 1 million shares. It's only up 38%. I mean, it could easily jump up, but it is what it is. BT. Let's go look at this daily chart for this thing. BCTX daily chart. It's definitely done some pops and things before. Had this gap up to 277 that it's right at right now on the daily chart. 277 is the gap that is hitting, and then down here at the bottom is 239, or let's do that a little bit better, 225. So it's got a couple of little levels here that it's trading between, and it just couldn't make it. It's like it's already circulating the bottom of the drain there. 229. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh well. All right, SMX. Let's see. Still not looking great. A lot of these just haven't moved. Anyway, back over to where were we looking at? Where was I looking at? Oh, let's look at the overall market. Let's see how that's doing. So we got the NQ up here, continuing to pile drive into new highs. 23,000 up there. SPY, let's see. Something else just popped in. What was that? Oh, it popped back up. Maybe later on today, but nah, not right now. Okay, SPY, oil. Oil going on back down after hitting a, let me see, am I in the right spot? Hitting 77 up there on the 20th. It kind of has been tiding its way around and back down towards the 60s. But still really just sitting at break even on the day. All right. Yeah, BCTX ended up dying there a little bit. Pretty much took out its whole move there back to $2. It's only up 2% now, going, looks like it wants to go red a little bit. But yeah, definitely got punched in the mouth. Okay, back over here. Continue to see if anything else pops up that is relevant. Oh, let's look at the let's look at where Bitcoin is right now too. Trading, it's not trading view. Bitcoin did come back off of that 120 run up. Went up there really quickly. Definitely did a great breakout. We'll have to see where it continues to go. But yeah, taking a little break off of the run up. And that's how it does. It kind of just moves and moves. So, you know, for the most part, it's not really making any huge drops back down in here. It's kind of moving like the SPY, not really giving big dips, but it'll dip down, move back up, dip down, move back up. It's just like a slow pattern. Okay. What is revenge saving? Many Americans are rethinking their spending habits in post-pandemic world. Yeah. I don't think it's revenge saving. I think it's just prices are a little bit higher. Who benefits? Ooh, millionaires. Sure. That is a very biased chart, huh, isn't it? All right, let's see. BlackRock, Bank of America, 22 hours ago. Average savings by generation. Let me refresh this. How's your Tesla holding up? Let's see how Tesla's holding up. Did it reverse on you, or your puts in the money? Let's go see. What was it that we saw? Was it an investigation? It was an investigation on Tesla. That's what we saw earlier this week. So it had this gap down to 296, and then it got rolling back up here, gap fill, and so now I don't know where it wants to go. Did they come out with more news? Let me go see. I wasn't even showing the screen. Okay, so here's the Tesla I was just talking about. Had a gap down from 313 down here to 295, and pretty much gap filled this whole thing back up to 318. I was about to check if they have any more news out. Okay, so Q2 earnings confirmed in 8 days on July 23rd, aftermarket. The investor alert, so they still are posting that investigational news there. I don't know, they may overcome it, but it's kind of like it's not something that could, well, I don't know how far they're going to push it, but I don't see it just ruining Tesla. But short term could be, some sellers out there, they could push the prices down. But yeah, that's all they've been posting. Look, investor alert, investor alert, investor alert. So many investor alerts, right? Starting from the 27th. That's printing the whole thing, making sure that people know, hey, they're under investigation. So it is what it is on that. Let me rotate up here and see what you guys have been putting up here. I think I missed a lot of this commentary. A lot of this commentary. Let's see. Okay, momentum 2. I like news. I like to trade news on these low floats. One, because without catalysts, they just get dangerous. They just I can't like put my money in there and trust it. But that may be a downfall of me just being like, well, it doesn't have catalysts, so I can't really trust it. Maybe I just need to size down and put my soul on the line, but I just have a problem doing that. Right? I'm just like, I don't know. Let me see here. Let me see. Every year, new mania. So y'all were talking about some stocks over there. Okay, nice. No chart. Okay, here's my chart. All right, so right now, like I was saying, some of these just are going to have to do something different. CYCC. CYCC has, why does it have such a, what is CYCC? CYCC, looks like a pharmaceutical announces amendment to exchange agreement. Okay, that's nothing. And that was on July 7th. Not a whole lot of confirmations around here at all. Anyway, if you guys are seeing any other stocks that I'm not seeing, that could be interesting coming into the day with pre-market small caps kind of looking dead. There may be some that are down there like penny stocks, but yeah, I'm gonna stay away from those. I'm going to stay away from those. If these aren't showing me anything, I'm okay. I like to be okay. Nothing to see here. Did you see Workhorse WKHS last week? Reminded me of the old good old times. Boy, last week Workhorse. Oh yeah, Workhorse was moving up. Had a little pop and drop. Went up to 556 and came on down. $2 70 something popped. Came back down to that same level. Not the greatest motion. But yeah, interesting. I don't know if you actually traded that, but BCTX got destroyed. All right. Yeah, not seeing any thing else. Just waiting for something to hit the scans. US stock futures. Took lead as US stock futures rose on Tuesday with China green light for Nvidia. Okay. President Trump's trade policy also looms over June consumer inflation report, which is expected to show the first real signs of tariff-driven uptick on prices when it's released at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The consumer price index headline reading is forecast to rise 0.3% month over month and 2.4% year over year. Both would represent accelerations from May's data. All right, big banks unofficially kick off earnings season Tuesday morning with JP Morgan, Citi, and Wells Fargo all on the docket. Okay, so earnings opening up today. That may be, most of the reason we're not seeing anything in small caps today is that earnings are popping through. The backdrop to both events are Trump's escalatory moves on tariffs over the past week. He has spent the last several days threatening key trade partners, most notably Canada and the European Union and Mexico, with high duties for August 1st. The tariffs drama and the inflation and earnings pictures also factor into the Federal Reserve's next move on interest rates, and coming in just over 2 weeks. The vast majority of bets are on a hold this month, followed by a rate cut in September. Of course, Trump has spent the past few weeks pushing for more cuts. He and his allies are beefing up their criticism of Fed Chair Jerome Powell, both on rates and on new fronts, like the Fed's headquarters renovation, with one top contender to replace Powell, suggesting it could be grounds for his removal. Okay, JP Morgan, Jerome Powell, housing problem. Okay, so U.S. pending home sales tick higher but remain near 5-year low. 2020, they were really selling. Then April 2020, when the lockdowns came, it just a drop off. And then it popped back up. And it popped back up, and then a drop off. So home price appreciation has outstripped earnings growth for decades. As Zillow and Redfin house hunters are painfully aware, home values have tripled in the last 25 years, but the crisis-induced low interest rates of pandemic years supercharged home values. Years later, buyers are still pining for the brief era of 3% to 4% interest rates. High prices, inflation. Okay. All right. So I guess earnings is the focus today. I don't know if you all are doing any earnings plays or already in earnings plays, but that seems to be where the eyes and ears of the market are right now. So I'm not gonna rush anything. I'd rather just let the market do what it does, show us what's good. What's good out here in the neighborhood. Speaking of, let's go look at the calendar. Let's see what all is jumping out here on earnings. Earnings. Who all is doing earnings today? Okay. So it looks like we got, before the bell, we have ACI down 1%, State Street, Little Red, Wells Fargo, Bank of New York, JP Morgan, Ungio Dynamics, I don't know what that is, Unity Bank Corp, BlackRock, Eric, Citi, JPHT serves something, whatever. Pinnacle Finance, a lot of banks. Kistra. Let me spread this down. I can't spread this out anymore. All right. This is what, let's go to the names, see if there's any familiar names. Rocky Mountain Chocolate, don't know what that is. But there are some that are definitely sticking out here. Citigroup, BlackRock, Unity Bank Corp, and JP Morgan, Wells Fargo. Let's see if there's any IPOs today. Trying to get to my IPOs and analyst ratings, IPOs, mergers, acquisitions, splits. Who's splitting today? The only splits that I see is CNF Enterprises. They got a 1 for 10, and then this other one doesn't look like a regular stock. It looks like OTC or something else, index or whatever. Yeah. All right. Let's go over here. Okay, let's jump back over to IPOs. For today, we got SPEG. This is Silver Pegasus Acquisition Company or Corp, Acquisition Corp. Supposed to be IPOing today. Price minimum is $10. But it's IPOing during all this earnings, so I don't know how much heat will come on that. I do know some of the silver has been up, the silver market. So great time to post something like that. FDA, let's see. Drug status. So it looks like we got phase 2, phase 3, phase 1B, They got a biologics license application coming out there. SGMO. Oh, that thing's cheap. Investigational new drug for Zyme. Let's look at these event types: dose escalation, safety data, all this stuff. Okay. Ay. So Grow is leading in volume and just looks disgusting to me. I don't know. It's got 16 million shares traded, but just looks real nasty. Xage is up over 100%. And this is the merger agreement there. Merger with TH Plasma and termination of 2020. Had news yesterday afternoon. Up 140 something percent. But that merger, I don't know, man. Just not loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. But yeah, in small caps, this is pretty much the leader. It's under 1 million shares traded and all of that good stuff. Kind of just a drop off down here to 459s and then a pop back through this level. But very sporadic, hard to kind of anticipate something like that on a merger agreement. Because we had splits, we had mergers, we got, what's this other one? Some kind of video conference, which I definitely don't like or love. Through a high up there at 682s. And it may take the top spot in volume if people keep feeding into it, but I'm just not sure. Oof. Okay, dropping from 682 back down to $6 and continuing to drop. $129%. I mean, it's the most obvious, but on merger news though. All right, anyway. Why am I not seeing my chat? DBX says in 30 minutes CPI reports, Dan Banks got out Mike D said got out UMAC with a 10% profit last week. Nice. UMAC, I believe that was one of the bigger movers. Interesting. All right, so X page is continuing to push up. It's gonna have to fill out for anything else to move, which I think it's maybe in line to do. Okay. Anyway, let's go back over here. Signals. This one has some type of price spike, but it's not up a whole lot. Something else. What was it that just popped in? Oh, well, I just saw two of them. They're kind of popping in, popping out. VRAR popped up there, but it's kind of barely holding the VRAR. Let's see what that is. What are these? And they're just not surviving the scan. Don't know what's going on with them, but oh well. Don't know if I typed in the right name because this one definitely is not looking great on VRAR. XAge has taken the lead position at merger agreement. Or lead in the small cap world, I guess you could say. Throwing down a little bit of a wick down there to 560s. So yeah, I think for the most part, everybody's going to be focused on those earnings today. It's probably going to be hard to get people to come down here to the small caps because there's actually other big things going on. Let's go back and look at MP, that one that Apple is investing 500 million, whatever it is, they're investing into this today. Still trading around this 52.55. What's the high for this one? Zoom back a little bit. It was once at 60 bucks. It's $5 away from that, or $8 away from that 60 bucks now. It looks like the high up there. All-time high. Yeah. 60.19. Read up on this. Google strikes 3 billion US hydropower deal in the largest clean energy agreement of its kind. Google has agreed to secure as much as 3 gigawatts of US hydropower in the world's largest corporate clean power pact for hydroelectricity. The company said on Tuesday, as big tech pursues the expansion of energy-hungry data centers. The deal between Google and Brookfield Asset Management includes initial 20-year power purchase agreements, totaling $3 billion for electricity generated from 2 hydropower facilities in Pennsylvania. The tech giant will also invest $25 billion in data centers across Pennsylvania and neighboring states over the next 2 years. Semaform reported on Tuesday. The technology industry is intensifying the hunt for massive amounts of clean electricity to power data centers needed for AI and cloud computing, which has driven U.S. power consumption to record highs after nearly 2 decades of stagnation. Ruth Porat, President and Chief Investment Officer at Google parent company Alphabet, is expected to discuss the news at an AI summit in Pittsburgh. U.S. President Donald Trump is scheduled to attend the event where 70 billion in AI and energy investments are expected to be announced. This collaboration with Brookfield is a significant step forward, ensuring clean energy supply in the PJM region where we operate. Amanda Corio, Google's head of data center energy, said in a statement, over roughly the last year, Google has struck several first-of-a-kind power purchase agreements, including for carbon-free geothermal energy and advanced nuclear. The company is also working with the country's largest electricity grid operator, PJM Interconnection, to use AI to speed up the process of hooking up new power supplies to the grid. In the latest deal, Google said it has signed an initial framework agreement with Brookfield, owner of Brookfield Renewable Partners, which develops and operates renewable energy. Okay, let's go look for Brookfield. Brookfield. Whoops. Is this the one? Renewable Partners. Yeah. Brookfield is at 28 or 25 bucks right now. Renewable Partners, 25. Let's go look at their profile. Let's go look at their holders. Holders are looking like Brookfield Corp for the most part. Don't see BlackRock or any of those in here. Vanguard. Is this a Canadian stock? Yeah, Royal Bank of Canada. Let's go look at that. Okay, so it is out of Toronto, Canada. Brookfield Renewable Partners owns a portfolio of renewable power generating facilities in North America, Colombia, and Brazil. The company generates electricity through hydroelectric, wind, solar, distributed generation, and pumped storage, and offers sustainable solutions such as renewable natural gas, carbon capture and storage, recycling, cogeneration, biomass, nuclear services, e-fuels, and power transformation. Brookfield Renewable Partners Limited operates as a general partner of Brookfield Renewable Partners LP. The company was formerly known as Brookfield Renewable Energy Partners LP and changed its name to Brookfield Renewable Partners LP. Whoa. The company was formerly known as Brookfield Renewable Energy Partners LP and changed its name to Brookfield Renewable Partners LP. Okay. The company was founded in 1999 and is based out of Toronto, Canada. What just popped up? Nothing new. Let me refresh this because it's getting confusing. Okay, XH, grow. Okay. So those disappeared. Okay, so we got Google doing some things with this Brook BEP, and then we got Apple investing in MP. So we look back at MP, it is slightly moving up, but it's definitely made quite a bit of a move since yesterday. Mike D says I need APLD up to 1150. 1150, how close is it? So it hit 994 up there. Let me zoom back to 15 minute. So he's trying to get it back to 11. Wow, chill out. Calm down. Looking for 1150. 1150 up there. When was the last time it was up there? $11.50 was on the 16th of last month, a month ago, basically. It looks doable. For sure, it looks doable. Nothing to see here. No, I just got a little piece off of that move, but no, I didn't get anything else off of that. It did go crazy. INKT definitely went crazy. It is what it is. It's yeah, the piece that I got was just a little bitty piece of what it, because it went from what, 24 up to 73, 77. It is what it is, man. Thing absolutely ripped the face off of any shorts that were brave enough to push the button on that day. Okay. Anyway, sitting here, earnings today. We got a couple of things that are probably going to be targeted. And let's see, Citigroup profit jumps as market volatility drives trading windfall. OPEC says world economy may do better in the second half of the year. We don't know. That sounds like an opinion. U.S. Treasury Secretary Benson says former process for Powell's successor has started. Okay. Beyond Tesla, under the radar stocks that could capitalize. I don't know. U.S. Treasury yield, Nvidia. Okay. So we already looked at. What did we look at? Pretty much everything. I mean, we've been circulating this news. We know earnings is going on. We know what's going on today. We have two speakers coming up. And then we have Thursday is going to be the big speaker talking about AI and all of that. So Nvidia and some of the technology companies that are trying to get in on that are probably going to Google, like we just read, trying to fuel their infrastructure with clean energy to do more processes in AI. I mean, it's select the sector, visual breakdown, utilities. So trending now, Nvidia, NIO, NU, Mara, Palantir, Tesla, Lucid, and then Haben. I don't know what Haben is, but those are the most active. Let's go to trending now. Trending now, Nvidia, JP Morgan, AMD, BLK, TTD, BABA, SMCI, and Palantir. Okay. All right. Mike D, nothing to see here, was asking what is that 1150 for your trade that you're into on APDL. What is that 1150? Let's go look at the daily chart and see what he's seeing. So I put that 1150 mark out there. Let's see what he's seeing here. So it looks like it's tested this level a couple of times here. 1150 right there, 1150, 1150. Let's pull back a little bit. Okay, back here, also something at 1150, that tip. Pull back even more, and there's really nothing back there. 2009. So 1150, I mean, there was some tips there, and then there was some consolidation. Consolidation fell through this level, gap down, came back up, tipped up here. So I guess it's a couple of touches at 1150, maybe, like on the charts themselves. This right here, all of this stuff right here. I guess it has a high probability chance of coming back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah. Well, that messed up. 6, 7, 8. So 8 times of tapping around that level. I'm guessing that's what he's looking at, is a return to this this level that's been tapped 8 times. But it's just a guess. XAH did end up continuing to do his thing up here towards the 737s on that merger news yesterday. Okay, that popped in my ear. BCTX jumped back up there, but already back down. That's crazy. It just popped in, popped off. Still getting killed by the shorts. The most obvious stock right now is XAGE. And it's just not. Let's go jump down to the 5 minute. 5 minutes. We got, oh wow, it's got some weird patterns in here. Big top and tail wick, lower top and tail, pushed up, another top and tail, top and tail, top and tail. BCTX continues to pop up here. So came down here around $2, but it's only up. Oh, it just popped off. Okay, that was quick. I was about to say it's only up, 20% possibly, but it is not up 20%. Not at all. Okay. Let's go over to news feed and see what we got over here. I want to change this. I'm going to take the volume off of these and just look through the news this morning. Actually, I might want to put a volume up on this news filter. It may actually go better. Let's at least see volume of, let's say 200K. SBET, City, PET. Yeah, I keep hearing these pops. Let me make sure it's not the same thing. Okay, not seeing anything different. NWS, News Corp, 1 billion repurchase program, blah, blah, is fit. Where does today start? Let's go. It might be a long day. Set this up to mid. Oh man, that thing got rid of a lot in the world. We don't want that. Press releases we do want to see. Crude only, benzene wire. Don't really care about that. Include benzene wire. I just want to see articles. Okay. Let's look through there. INKT. That was on the, that's today. What is this thing doing again? Is it doing something else again? INKT. What is the news that just came out on that? Says INKT clinical stage biopharmaceutical company redefining the frontiers of cellular immunotherapy. This publication highlights what sets MINK apart. Okay, are they talking money or what? Clinical data, durable responses to solid tumors. Frontiers in immunology, INKT cells as distinct therapeutic class. Okay. Nothing about money, just pretty much delving into. Let me go to this website. Do they have a website? You got a website, right? Oh, this is not what I wanted. Do they actually have a website? Oh no. Okay, go. Come on, overview. Avent Technologies. What? This can't be right. Wait a minute, what was the name? INTK? Mink Therapeutics, but they took me to a website, so they don't have their own website yet. Avent Technologies, Avent AI. Not really seeing anything about a MITK over here. Press releases. Okay. I don't know. This is a whole different company, looks like. S1, y'all got any S1s out here? Uniform Registration of Securities Act, blah, blah, blah. What about S1A? Any amendments to that? Nope. Okay. Oh, not found. All right. And don't really care about these other ones. Not really. No. All right. So that is enough of that. Don't really know. They don't have their own site, I guess. All right. Looks like more news has popped through. Abacus. We've seen that before this morning. Yes, bets. All right. Anyway, I'm about to jump out of here. Didn't really see anything during pre-market. XS. Let's go look at this one. XAG. See if it actually dumped. So it went up there to 736 and is walking its way down now. Had a little bit of a run up, but it looks like these top and tails on the 1 minute. Let's go look at what it looked on the 5 minute. These, and again, 5 minute top and these slams down just don't look great. And then on the 15 minutes, pretty much looking like it's going, not really an engulfing candle because it'll need to come out. I mean, I guess it could just engulf the body down here to 598s, but about 4 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. Face some resistance up there at 684 and is headed back to Earth. I keep my eyes open today and see, you know, how the earnings goes and all of that stuff with all of these AI generating stocks or power, electric, clean energy stocks that are popping up that we looked at this morning. But as for now, I just am going to get ready to travel and go make some money doing something else. Nothing to see here says or it'll rip. I don't know. Let's see. What are y'all talking about? Kappa has a chance to fail. Just broke highs. Let's look at Kappa. My bad. We got a couple more minutes anyway. Let me see. Kappa. Wait a minute. Is this the right stop? Kappa. Let me look through here. Kappa. Says $1.14. Let's go look at this Benzinga here. KAPA. Kappa Pharma. News today says safety results from phase 2 trial of ENV105, clinical stage biopharmaceutical company focused on innovative cancer therapeutics, today announces positive safety results from its ongoing phase 2 clinical trial of ENV105 in patients with metastatic castration-resistant prostate cancer. The interim safety and analysis of the trial demonstrated that ENV105, we got something else popping up there too, PROC. PROC has news for today as well. I think we've seen PROC before, didn't we? Maybe I'm tripping. Yeah, I think PROC has propped up before. Anyway, let's see, where was I? Interim safety demonstrated that ENV105, a first-in-class CD105 antagonist, was well tolerated when combined with standard of care hormone therapy, apalutamide, from the first 10 enrolled patients. Thus far, there have been no dose-limiting toxicities or unexpected adverse events reported to date. In addition, the treatment-related side effects were manageable with standard supportive care. Notably, no grade 3 or 4 toxicities were observed. Okay. Where is this from? Kappa. KAPA. Profile. All right, so this one is based out of Los Angeles, California. Um, Treatment of prostate cancer is the main thing. Then lung cancer, breast cancer, and glioblastoma. We'll see. Um, it is pushing up, but $1.30. It does have news on today. What's wrong with Proc? Why is Proc up here? Proc key. What's your news on today? Announces alignment with FDA on the accelerated approval for pathway for Rilparencel. Boy, that word almost broke my mouth. Has a float of 90.88 million though. A little bit higher on the float. Could be a little bit more choppy, but is at $4.75. Let's look at that one too. Rock. Oh yeah, it's time for me to go too. Let's just look at this chart real quick. So Proc was a previous mover. Yeah, I had looked at it back here. This was kidneys and diabetes, founded in 2015, trading around these levels. Don't really know what it wants to do today, but it has 3 million shares traded on it. It is a higher float. It was choppy on the day that we saw it go up here. It was super choppy, but it is what it is. I'm about to get out of here. I don't know. Kappa, I mean, it could be something, but I would definitely be careful with it and definitely see where if earnings are taking all of the attention for the day. Hit a top up here of 134. Let's look at the daily chart real quick before we jump out of here. Daily chart on the Kappa has opened up back here 2024. $4 dropped down to 138, popped up, came back down, popped up, came back down, and it closed yesterday at 68 cents, and now it's opening up at 123. So somewhere around this little tip top right here, 123 was a high, and I guess we'll just see how that goes from there. But anyway, I got to get out of here for real. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I will update you in the Discord if I do anything or whatever. But yeah, just taking it easy. Earnings week. We'll see if anything really pile drives home. But yeah, that is it for me today. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.